Hello guys, what is up? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, the lighting is not working with us. So, we're doing a new challenge. Now, this is going to be like a long format challenge, but we're going to revisit making everything red. Now, originally I saw this from Passionate Kelsey, but I know the Crochet Corner's done it. A bunch of other people have done it, and I've done it. I think I've done it twice. Also, the roof of my mouth was hurting, so if I sound weird. Now, instead of making everything red, what we're going to do is use up everything red. And we're going to go through the whole entire color wheel, and we're going to start from red. The biggest bulk of red is chenille. Just Juicy Couture and just chenille. Now, for brunette, I only have maroon. I think I have 2 skeins of this. It's called cranberry. I think I have 2 skeins of cranberry. One thing that's not going to count towards this, like something we're not going to be working on stash busting, is the fluffy yarn. This yarn right here. Because I personally really love that yarn as a whole, and the Feels Like Bliss yarn, and I personally don't want to work through it. Now, if it is the Dollar Tree fuzzy yarn, like that pink over there and that gold, 100%, we're going to work through that. If it's the Feels Like Bliss, not so much. We're not going to work through that. Now, that being said, we are also going to be working through our acrylic. Red doesn't have too much, but the problem is it's in there. It's in that Spider-Man blanket that I just don't have the time to frog. So, we're going to use the acrylic red that's available and not in the thing. So, another yarn that is going to be excluded from the challenge is obviously my Premier and the Basics. Those are going to be excluded. I just realized I have this. We started the caterpillar with this, and it got on the floor, and Bailey was squatting over it, so I was worried it got peed on. And I can't smell. So I took it to Mom, and she reassured me that it was not peed on. So we can continue that. So this red skein will most likely go towards that, unless I decide to frog the caterpillar, which might end up happening. But we got that. But this, for example. This is Red Premier Basics. This is the yarn I'm going to start carrying, working with the most. So I am not going to touch this for our D-stash. And in the corner of my eye, in our haul right there, sticking out, I'm pretty sure that is a cranberry red yarn as well. So, let's get the chenille, and I'll show you what we got real quick. Okay, real quick before we get started. I found this. I think this is also cranberry, but I kind of chucked it over there. And then we have this color, and you can kind of tell on camera they are different. This one is darker, and this one is lighter. Are you attached? No. So, my basket over there that has all the rainbow yarn from my rainbow sleeves, I think I might just put it away and take that and put all my stuff in there for our D-stash. Maybe. If we find room for it. Maybe for the acrylic yarn, we could start making granny squares and use up some of these totes I bought a long time ago. Oh. Guys, don't get mad. I went to Walmart. And because I watched Passionate Kelsey, I wanted to make a Japanese knot bag for myself, and I saw this yarn. It's giving pastel rainbow. Like, how could I not buy it? I'm just gonna put these in here. I've been meaning to clean my room for months. This literally still has the tag on it. I'm gonna see if my actual mom wants it. If not, I'm gonna make it a poncho. Obviously not right now. Oh, as we clean the studio, I also need to make red scrunchies, at least 2 of them. So I went to Home Depot, and Home Depot said that they had over 400 of these. And they did. They only had 1 of the pretty lids. Disgusting. And it doesn't even, like, doesn't even really fit. And it's, like, it's really annoying. But it's cute, and it's just for my scrunchies. So, because I had them in this thing, but it's very loose. So I just kind of wanted to have something a little better for them. And I got black, tan, because when I was making my my like neon yellow, I realized that the black was showing through, and it made it look dirty, even though they were obviously not dirty. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna be making these, I need to get more colors. Even though they haven't sold yet. Which is honestly so sad. Okay. Again, the lid, like, does not even stay on. It's so sad. But I got it for aesthetics. It's fine. And then we got some fun colors. So I'll be using the red if and when I make the red scrunchies. So the yellow, like, you can hear it. It clicks into place, but the lid still isn't on. I guess they're for aesthetic. So I have been thinking about what I want to make with each type of yarn. So the red, there's an applin pattern that I have bought and purchased. And I think that would be a good use of maybe the brunette yarn. It does look like I need pink though. So I'm going to look into that and see maybe if I just need 2 shades of red. And then the top is a neon green, which obviously we have. That's no problem. The red acrylic yarn, I actually have caterbeanies on the list. So we can use those for the caterbeanies. Applin is on the list too, and then caterbeanies. Now, for the chenille yarn, I don't know so much about this maroon color, just dark crimson, but the regular red, Charmander, and I was also thinking Gyarados shiny, because I have that pattern too, so we'll see how this goes. Guys, let me tell you about this skein yarn right here. I forget what I was doing. But I was making a specific project, and in the middle of it, I ran out of this color. And none of these scraps would work, and I had to get a new skein. And then I found... I've been looking for these scissors everywhere, by the way. Then I found a scrap that I could have used, and I didn't need to buy this, because I hate Red Heart. So, yeah. So we have an entire thing of Red Heart. This little scrap is Red Heart. I know that much. So I'm just going to clip it there. This feels like it might be wool. And then we have this pretty good sized cake of red. And then I feel like this is also Red Heart. Yeah, this little bit is Red Heart. Put that over there. And then we have this red as well. So, 3 cakes and a full skein. And I forgot to mention the red. We do need to make red octos, just 2. Let's see, is this cocoa red? Okay. Cocoa red and fire. These are all fire, and then dark crimson. 2 cocoa reds and a fire. Another crimson. Looks like 4 and maybe like a tiny ball of just chenille in the crimson red. Okay, we got another just chenille crimson. And 2 of this burgundy variegated color, which we'll also use for octos. So we got this. I don't have a spot to put this. Forgot this skein of dark crimson. So the reason why I decided to make Gyarados, even though I said I would never make it again, is because I do have so much red yarn and I cannot figure out what to make with it. Charmander, great. Tiny mini octos, great. This is the octo in question, by the way. I only need to make one because it's for the con. But all these projects are super duper tiny and I have a lot of this yarn and it's not going to be working through it fast enough for my liking. And the only things that come in multiple like fun colors are the spiders and the octos. Everything else is pretty much just like a basic color, like the bees, yellow, black, yellow, brown. Chickens are always the same. Now I do like to keep chickens in this color in stock, but we are over capacity on chickens, so we're not even gonna worry about those. So what we can do is for that maroon color, or that dark crimson, and the variegated color, we can make octos. So let's start there and scrunchies. Want to come back and update you guys because Bailey wants to sit on my desk and there's no room. So let's start off with what's been happening. So we successfully finished both skeins of this red variegated yarn. Are you purring? Oh, she's kind of purring. And so so this is a Drift the Octopus. I know he's a little smaller compared to my other Drift the Octopuses, but I think it's just because I made him a chenille. And honestly, he's so cute. And then we obviously still had a little left over, so I thought hello? I thought it would be a great idea to make a jellyfish because I haven't had a jellyfish in stock in forever and they usually sell really good. Now, I didn't trust that the red would be able to do everything, so I made the bottom red and then I alternated my, what is this? I think this is cocoa red and crimson. I alternated those two. Fly, get out of here. I alternated those two, and then it would have been fine, though, because we still had plenty of yarn left over. So I thought it would be really cute if we made, like, a candy cane-inspired jellyfish. I don't know why that one tentacle is longer. It does bother me. The eyes also look crooked, but I assure you they are not. So we also made this guy. I don't know what the price is. 8 or 10, maybe? It's no-so. Then the finish off the yarn, we had just enough yarn to do the body, and then we made the tentacles in red. This looks like cocoa red to me. And then we moved, was that in order? Yeah, this is all in order, by the way. So then I wanted to make a Voltorb, and then it occurred to me I can use, what is his name? Electric's pattern, or I can use Voltorb's pattern to make an electric and just flip it. So I do plan on making him. I made a little list over there. So we got this guy, and his eyes are embroidered. So everything over there is going to the store. Yeah, all that's going to the store. And then this is going to the con. And then after that... Oh, we had a spider. We made a spider as well in that color. Again, that's all going to the store. So then after that guy... So I was doing a pattern test for... I don't know if I showed you guys, but this loaf cat. And he's supposed to be made with brunette yarn, and he turns out massive. And then to finish up that yarn, I made a mini version with a different pattern. But I was on, I don't know how I got here, but on Etsy by DI Creations store on Etsy, I saw that they made a Spider-Man loaf cat. Kitty, Bailey. Ah! Spider-Man loaf cat. So and this is inspired by her pattern, used that jumbo loaf pattern to make this magnificent beast. We did use sparkle because we are out of this red. We only have sparkle left. We do have regular, just chenille yarn in it, like a regular, but yeah. Because I wanted to use this blue, so I needed to use a Juicy Couture to pair it. So it used pretty much an entire, like, little skein that I had left of the blue. I had just, like, a tiny ball left. It did not use that much red, unfortunately, which was surprising. I used a brand new skein, and it did not even take a skein, so. And then these are felt dies, sewn on, of course. And I am absolutely in love with this guy. We just finished him. It is 3/23 on the 18th. And then we just finished Flareon. This one will obviously be going to the store, the con. Spider-Man cat will be going to the store for now. And we do have the pieces to make a second Flareon, so we are going to be doing that right now. What I want to do, I don't think I talked about it. I want to make a piece of every color and connect it at the end, if that makes sense. So I have not made an Anchor the Octopus in forever. I forgot I even had it, which was kind of sad. So red, obviously, is our color that we're doing. So I'm going to make one tentacle, the bobbin part, red. And we're going to do that for each of the colors of the rainbow until the end. And then I did it with a black body before, and it turned out so cute. So I think we're going to do a black body again. So yeah, as soon as we finish Flareon, I'm going to do that. I don't know if this ball is enough to make his body. So hopefully it is. We have this much left. I honestly don't think it's enough. I might, if I don't have another one, I have it in sparkle, but the colors are different. So if I don't have enough of this, I'll turn this into a caterpillar maybe. Let's see, what else do I have on this list? Yeah, the only thing that I can really make with this is going to be that caterpillar, so we'll do that. But first, Flareon. Okay guys, I am back with an update. I started this guy, which is the cherry Pokemon. I know that this isn't the exact color, but we're going with it. But this polyfill is such a weird texture that I'm like, I really don't want to work with chenille anymore. So we moved on to acrylic. Hold on. And oh boy, I don't know if it was my knitting machine or this yarn, but it was giving me issues. So I'm not gonna sew these up tonight. I'm actually just gonna take them to the store and deal with them there because a lot of them are not sellable, fortunately. So the first one we did was a black and red. It finished this red skein. It's kind of going for Spider-Man vibes. That one appears to be alright and sellable. Then I found 2 skeins of variegated yarn. So this was the first one. It appears to be sellable. This one gave me no problems at all. This was a beautiful skein of variegated yarn. This one, I don't know why, but this one gave me so many issues. You can look at all these holes. This one is obviously not sellable. Why do you have zoomies? So I was thinking about it, and I think I want to make a not a jumbo, but an Anchor the Octopus using all my brunette red. Just have it be very matchy. I think that would look really cute. So after this one, we made this one, and as you can see, we finished off this one. This one was like, excuse you. This one was like the wool texture. This one looks fine. Yeah, I think this one is sellable. And then, of course, this skein wasn't finished, so we made another one, and I put that, like, candy corn thing, or candy corn. Peppermint color at the bottom here, and I think this one looks sellable, at least. But yeah, I'm gonna take these to the store and we'll sew them up there. But that, like this peppermint one could not be put through the machine. I tried multiple different times, so I'm like, what can I make with this? So I made a scrunchie, which normally I don't do with acrylic. And I don't know if I like it. And that still wasn't enough to get rid of this yarn. So I'm like, okay. I don't have enough to make a hat. I fingerless gloves, like, that's not really Florida. I'm like, okay. Let me make a granny square. And I don't know which hook I used for the other ones, but I used a G. And I used exactly 5 rows, just like the other ones. And it came out the same size. So I was kind of low-key hoping I would get 2, but I didn't trust that there would be enough yarn. So we just made a bunch of bracelets. Oh, I forgot to show you. We made a crab to finish off that little skein of red. That's going to the store. All of this is going to the store, by the way, for like inventory. So we finished off all our acrylic red skeins except the brand new red heart skein. Guys, why you gotta have zoomies while I'm trying to record? So we have that fresh skein of red heart yarn, but that's the only acrylic that's left in our little pile down there. And I'm okay with that because the red heart is going to be, since it's a brand new skein, I'm going to make, I think we have 2 Spider-Man beanies on the list. I do not have an amount on this. It just says Spider-Man, Miles, and Gwen. I already have 1. So, yeah. I'm thinking maybe 2 of the Spider-Man beanies, just the red part. And then what I think I want to do, because that top drawer is is basically almost empty, I'm gonna make the start of the rainbow sleeves, but only do the red part. And we're gonna start in the sizes I don't have, and that should take up the rest of that yarn, hopefully. But that is what we're working on. Ow, don't stab me. I don't think I want to work on this tonight. So we'll probably work on the sleeves. But all this is going to my store, so I wanted to show you before I took it there.